Hello, everybody, and welcome to Between Plays Stock Market Strategies. Today we have with us Dr. Luisa Moreno from Graphano Energy Corp. So it's going to go through a little bit of your background. Of course, people have, they know of you, they know who you are. I think it's important to go through a little bit of it. We have here President, CEO, Director, Strategic Mineral Expert, Managing Director, Tawhidi Global Inc., works with the government institutions on mineral development, supply chain enhancement, serves on multiple boards developing critical minerals and green technologies. I think that's amazing. I think it's important that we point that out. And I know you play big parts when you go to PDAC. So here we are. How are you doing? It's been a long time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. We are doing well. Graphano is doing well as well. Thank you.
Yeah. And Luisa, we have here what I thought was really, really cool when I saw the name was the Black Pearl and Pirates of the Caribbean. And I just love the name. What a discovery. I'm really curious about it. I think we should just get into that a little bit. So the Black Pearl discovery, how big do you think it could be? And what kind of technical milestones do you think that we can achieve within 12 to 18 months?
Right. So we think there's great potential. We have intersected, as has been announced, about 8 meters at very high grade of 11% graphite carbon. Sorry, and we think even at the surface, some of the trenching that we have done extended high grades, 2 digits again, 10, 14, 15, 16%. And again, the intersections have also been quite extensive. And we think there's great potential for Black Pearl. I actually love the name in French, Pearl Noire, although I don't really speak French.
It's very nice in French. Absolutely.
It sounds nice.
Sounds very sophisticated.
Yes, right.
Yes.
And so we think that over the 4,000 hectares that we have, 84 claims, that we should be able to find something significant. And the few drill holes that we put in seems to suggest that we would have good intersections at surface. So, for instance, the 8 meters of high grade material that we found is from 19 meters down. So it's most of what we drilled less than 50 meters in some cases, or we found, I should say, within the surface, a relatively high grade. So there is definitely potential there.
Very cool. Very nice. Nice to hear. And what's been a big talk in the recent, I would say, years, Lac Saguenay, and what we have over here is we have a potential mine in that area, and I'm just wondering, what are the timelines that you see at the Lac Saguenay from resource in order to get to construction-ready property?
So the Lac Saguenay, which is essentially, we put the two properties together, which is Lac Oblio and Standard. So we have a resource that we have established already. And so what we're going to do next for those two properties is to do perhaps some more infill drilling to upgrade some of the inferred to indicated and measured. But the next immediate step that we're trying to do here is to extract a large bulk sample to do significant metallurgical testing. So this is data which will be critical, important for us to be able to potentially then process it at our neighbors to the north, where there is a processing plant. Okay. So that is really, and the timeline for that is, the timelines with government, but now there is a new, office to fast track projects. And okay. So once we have the results, we want to sort of contact them and reach to see if we can get things done within those 2 years target that they have put forward. So if that is if we're able to do those two properties, if we could reach production in less than 2 years, I think it would be amazing. You could potentially be less, depending how fast we can.
Oh, that would be amazing. Production in less than 2 years would be great.
Yes, yes.
That would be
And
very
so
good.
sorry to interrupt. And for Black Pearl,
Yes.
we are going to do next. What we intend to do is geophysics.
Okay.
Continue drilling a little bit more in the next
Yes.
6 months to a year, depending on the market.
Okay.
And maybe we can join in the permitting efforts and bring some significant resource as well.
That's very cool. And so how should investors look at this when we're thinking about like dilution, financing strategies, the use of the proceeds that you'll be getting?
Right. So we raise, we issue about 2 million units a couple months ago, and for 300,000. And now we have just, we are live in another raise for 375. So what we are doing is raising small amounts of money and funneling those funds for really critical work that is significant, that can generate good news or significant news to support the stock. And so we've been very strategic, and hopefully we'll see a response from the market, more interest, and a response on the value of our our shares. And so if we get that momentum going up, we will continue raising small amounts, just enough to be able to do the significant work that we think is important to support the stock. So we're very conscious about the dilution.
Yes.
And that's why, and that's really our strategy. We will try to the best of our ability.
Yes.
To come into the market and raise large amounts. There's been demand for our stock. I can tell you that. So even with this recent raise, folks have asked us if we would upsize it, and the answer is no. And so we will raise 375,000 and use those funds, and we look forward to be able to use it at both Black Pearl and in lab and standard as well.
Yeah, I just it's the name Black Pearl. It just sticks with me all the time. I just got the Captain Jack Sparrow just running through the sand. I love it. I honestly love it. But it's true in French. It's very sophisticated. I'd like to talk maybe about more when it comes to partnerships, new policies, and like the path to cash flows and stuff like that.
Sure. So we have a partnership with Northern Graphite, right? So they have adjacent to our properties, they have a processing plant which is in operation, which is producing graphite. And it's important for investors to understand, in North America, that's really the only processing plant, right?
Wow.
That is producing graphite.
Wow, it's good.
And so this agreement is really significant for us, because what we're doing is combining our knowledge and information in terms of geology, metallurgy, and working together instead of working in isolation. And working together, building that natural synergy that exists, because we're just next door.
Yes.
And to develop to fast track our project. And if we, when we're able to advance the permitting and upgrade further our resources, we will then be able to work with them. No need to spend capex in building a new plant.
Wow.
We can use the plant that is there, and infrastructure. We're not in the middle of nowhere.
No,
the infrastructure is there.
Yes.
So we have power, we have roads. So the capital cost that you can imagine for a mine like the one that we want to build next door to a processing plant, is going to be minimum in that case. So we're very excited about it.
Absolutely. And we talk about valuation catalysts, like, when we look at investors, like if we're looking at the ones that you have already that are there, and then the potential ones that are looking at this and, just sitting on the cusp. I mean, like, why now for Graphano?
Right. Because, the why now for us is because of the stage where we are, right? So we have been talking for a while, Albert, and we didn't even have a resource at the time, right? We were just a concept. So since then, the last 3 years, we've been able to drill, find a new deposit, Black Pearl.
I love it.
And
I love it.
and have a resource. We have actually indicated categories,
Yes.
which would allow us to go into a pre-feasibility study.
Yes.
And so, but because we are next door, we don't need to be worrying about tailings and very complex studies. We will continue collaborating with our neighbors. So we are closer to production than we ever had.
Yes.
The project has been significantly de-risked, and so new investors coming in are looking at a company that already has a resource and now is going to a permitting stage, moving forward in a climate in Canada with an office that in a government that wants to really focus on critical materials and make
Yes.
Canada the place to go for critical materials. So a company like ours that does not need that much funding, I think and has relatively low risk compared to other critical materials projects. I think it's a very good for investors that are looking to enter critical materials or graphite in particular, or diversify from other perhaps more risky graphite projects.
Well, honestly, it's true. It's been a while. It was from concept.
Yes.
I mean that, and it's all my bad because we had this flood and it just destroyed the studios. But now we're back and we have contingencies in place so that does not happen again.
Oh, great!
Oh yeah, we're not making that happen again. It was one-time experience and it's not happening again.
Okay.
Honestly, it's been great having you. I am going to put a link in the description below to Graphano's website. So everybody out there, if you want more information, please go there. Thank you, Dr. Luisa Moreno from Graphano Energy Corp, for being on BetweenPlays Stock Market Strategies. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Albert. And it's lovely to be talking to you. And see you again.
See you again. Bye.
Between Plays. It's the journey and what you do between where you are and where you want to be. Research, prepare, plan, and execute your strategy. Do your DD and stay strong in visualizing and achieving your goals. Our strategy is unique since 2020. An original concept imitated, never duplicated. Real conversations with media influencers, educational and expert speakers, analysts and consultants. Between Plays, bridging the gap between companies and investors.